From us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all that attention. So what you trying to say?
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want congrats. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, and I'm looking at the screen like preach, cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
P.NUT the General, P.NUT of the podcast. Keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. We're showing y'all P.NUT morning to everybody, you heard me? You know, we early, you know what I'm saying? But we're a couple of minutes early, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? How everybody doing? I hope everybody having a very P.NUT morning so far. And I hope everybody have a very P.NUT day. You know what I'm saying? We got my dude, you know what I'm saying, CEO of Big Buff Records. He is an artist. He is an artist developer. You know what I'm saying? From Canton, Ohio. Pour the passion, you know what I mean? No further ado.
Yo.
What's poppin', Paul?
What's going on, man? Salute P.NUT the General for having me, man. I appreciate you.
I was just about to say the same thing about you, OG. Salute to you for being on, you know what I'm saying? So you want to get straight into the interview, you know what I'm saying? Or you want to shout a couple of your people out first?
Shit, we get right to it, man. You know, time is precious. You know, time is money. You know what I mean?
You already knew. So why don't you formally introduce yourself? You heard me, OG?
Okay, I go by Polar Passion, man. Shout out Big Buff Records. I'm the CEO there. We based out of Canton, Ohio. We got another division in Akron. I just been networking, trying to expand, you know. It was a blessing to bump into you, man. I definitely appreciate, the invitation to come rock with you. You know, so
absolutely, man.
Ohio in the building.
I see what y'all doing way up there in the sky, and I just wanted to get you some light from down south, you know. A little bit of that southern hospitality. You know?
100, yep.
You've been doing music for a long time, man. A lot of different facets of music, you know what I'm saying? Won't you tell us, you heard me, OG, what's kept you motivated?
What keeps me motivated? I do music for the love of it. I just love good music, you know. That's the main thing. That's why I started doing artist development, to help other artists so they had more leverage. You know, they could approach the labels and have streams and be able to negotiate their contracts better. But like I said, back to it, it's just love for the music, man. I love being a part of music. I'm going to be doing something with music the rest of my life, some kind of way. So, we locked in.
So at what point, you heard me, did you realize that you was going to be doing music for the rest of your life, OG?
Oh man, I mean, when I was young, I was in a circle freestyling with my boys, and you know what I mean. But then music, it was all about fun. Then having fun, you young, you having fun. As I got older, I had to learn about the business side. Now, the business side isn't as fun, but it can be very profitable if you take time to learn about it. So it's just, man, just trying to. When I decided I was going to do music forever is when I realized, my ability. I started realizing, my fan base was growing. I started realizing people was listening to my story. And, as far as an artist, that's one of the best feelings that you can have, to be able to express your inner feelings in your life, and people rock with it,
Yes, sir. So from the storyline, which I'm going to let you tell it a little bit later, you know what I'm saying? Looks like you have grown, you know what I'm saying, from one thing to the other, and now you giving back to the artist, you hear me? I asked that, you know what I'm saying? Give us a little seasoning on what's kept you, not the sauce, just a little seasoning, you see what I'm saying? What's kept you, operating at a high level in this game, you know what I'm saying?
Connections. I'm always willing to sit down and hear what people got to say. I'm not better than anybody. Regardless of what level I'm at, I'm still human. I'm still breathe the same air, and I'm approachable. Connecting with people, that's the best way to expand your brand. Help give and take. Give a favor to take a favor. Um, Also, definitely support your DJ. If you can find a strong circle of DJs, you need them. You need them. An artist is nothing without their DJ.
Uh, yes, sir. So, do you still have the same love for the music that you had when you started off? Has it diminished? Has it grows? How is that love for the music that you spoke on, OG?
Honestly, once you start dealing with the industry, it's not even so much about love. You at a level where you got to stay consistent. You got
Mm,
deadlines. You can't just go and hang out and do what you want to do if you got to be at the studio. So
mm,
the level of fun does drop. As the money comes, the level of fun drops because you have to take things serious. I don't know many people that play about their money. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So basically, yeah, in my image, some of the fun drop, but I still have a great time. I still love interacting with my fans. I love my team. I love my family. I love God. So that keep me going.
You spoke on your team, you heard me, OG. Won't you speak on the importance of a support system doing something as we do it, you heard me?
You wouldn't believe that's a wonderful, wonderful point to talk on. The first time I ever interacted with a record label, that was the one of the first things they said. Look, before we sign you, we need you to start putting together a team.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? When
mm,
you young and you a thirsty artist, you think you can accomplish everything by yourself. You out here, you hungry, but you don't think about it. A team helps you build your brand. You got people supporting your music. You got people sharing you on social media. You got emotional support. I know a lot of artists, we go through things mentally.
mm,
You got somebody to call on the phone. So I look at it like not only are they my artists, they my family. We family.
yes,
So
sir.
I love them all just like family. So I think that's what keeps us together so much. One thing about my label, I don't got no contracts on them.
Mm.
So that hey, I do anything that they not feeling, any kind of weird business, they free to pick up and go. They keep their masters. I don't want them. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, thanks. So let me ask you this, OG. For somebody that's just starting off or thinking about starting off in this world, right? What's the biggest piece of advice that you give, OG?
Oh, be selective about your environment.
Mm,
Your environment will dictate pretty much the environment can make a difference between success or failure. The
mm,
people you keep around you, your circle, the
mm,
people you take advice from. You know what I'm saying? You never want to take advice from somebody that's not even doing as good as you. You know, are you don't want to take advice people that's giving you one-sided bias advice.
mm.
You want people around you that can tell you no. You don't want to be surrounded by people that's just gonna tell you yes. Because you can make the worst mistake of your life and they like, go ahead, big dog, do it.
Facts.
So
Fact.
it's
Fact.
about, just
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
treat people how I want to be treated. At the end of the day, I respect people the same way I want to be respected. So that's how I live.
What's the biggest misconception that people have about this shit that when they jump in this shit, they quickly learn that they had the game fucked up, OG?
um from dealing with artists. I get so many artists that don't understand anything about the business side of it, which is fine because that's what I do. I have no problem. We'll get it. Um, but the biggest thing is a lot of artists they had this $1 billion mindset. They feel like they the hottest thing shaking, which is fine. You could be confident, but
Mhm.
a lot of them feel like, okay, I dropped one song on SoundCloud. Well, I ain't a billionaire yet. And they ain't put in no work, you know what I'm saying? And I get this all the time, and it's to the point that when I meet a new artist, that's one of the first things I talk to them about. Like, well, what are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? Just to make sure that it's realistic because everybody can't make it. This is a real competitive job, business, industry that we in. Everybody can't make it. It's just, I mean, it is what it is. But so yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Won't you speak on the differences both in the music and in entertainment? You heard me from right before you started off with what you doing till now. You heard me, OG?
Well, I started off freestyling. You know, I always had an interest in battle rap. You know, I think it take a lot of guts to get up there and battle rap. You know, but it wasn't for me because I ain't with the spitting in my face, and you're not about to push me or put your hands on me or none of that. You know, just respect, hood respect. You
Right,
know, so
right, right. Yeah, for the gimmicks.
yeah, that ain't the sport for me. You know, but music, the only thing is just like I said, once the industry start touching on you, things change quickly. Um, the industry a lot of times they want to change my artist brand. And that's a big thing. A lot of artists got to think: are you prepared to one day have somebody tell you everything you were doing before don't count? Because
Mm,
that's how it is when you step to the big games. And if they want you to be something, you got to be what they want you to be.
mm.
So artists have to have some flexibility and versatility to them. And that's kind of what I tell my artists from the beginning to prepare them for that. Like you can't feel like you can't change. You can't feel like you can't evolve. You can't improve. You gotta be able to take criticism. Not everybody gonna like your music.
Mm.
No matter how hot you feel you are, not everybody's gonna like it. And a lot of artists and people in the music business have problems accepting that. But it's a fact. It's a fact.
Can you let us know, you know what I'm saying, or give us a little bit of the sauce, you heard me? What is it that these labels look for in an artist, you heard me, OG?
First word I would say is consistency.
Mm,
Anybody, I think you should never go more than 2 months without dropping at least a single.
mm,
And if you can come more frequently than that, then do it.
mm,
Consistency. You want some kind of presence on social media.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? To show that you do have some followers. It always looks good if you have your own personal artist website. That shows that you put a little extra effort into things. Um, EPK, that helps a lot. That gives me one place I can go to and be able to learn pretty much what I need to know about this artist. That's a lot of things I noticed that beginning artists don't invest in. It's a good EPK, which
mm.
is basically just a package of your music, you're telling about you, who you are, what you want to do. Um, so
Sort of
yeah.
like a bio.
Say that again.
Sort of like a bio.
Yep, your biography. Correct. Yep,
Okay,
correct.
okay. All right, so let's take it back to where it all started. You heard me, Canton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? For us in the South, you know what I'm saying? Y'all a long way. You see what I'm saying? How was it, your experience growing up in Canton, Ohio? You heard me, OG? Peaceful?
Um,
Is it violent? Is it country? Is it fast? Is it slow? Tell us your experiences, you know what I'm saying? How's Canton, Ohio? You heard me?
okay, I really can't complain. I mean, I grew up poor, but that's what I knew. I didn't. So I was always content myself. As far as violent, nah. To me, Canton is more or less. It ties back into your environment. If you in a place to where you unsafe, then something could happen. But see, I'm family. I'm family orientated. So I'm not even playing in the streets no more. There's nothing out there for me. You know what I mean? So it's about, keeping yourself safe. Um, Things can happen, can just because Canton is a pipeline, for some illegal substances, you know what I'm saying? And whenever you got those type of things going on, you got a chance of violence. But nah, I mean, I walk the streets safe. The people I know walk the streets safe, and so it's about the situations you allow yourself to be in and the people that you around. Coming up, the few times I really had like serious problem, like it was finna be gunplay or something like that. It was because one of my homies done got into something,
Mm,
and see now I'm riding with him. You
mm.
know what I'm saying? I might not even know all the details, but that's the type of guy I was, and I still am.
Thanks.
I don't
Thanks.
like to ask too many questions. If my people need me, I want to be there for them. As long as it makes sense. I ain't no stunt dummy either.
Thanks.
But as long as it makes sense, I'm there for them.
All day, all day. So what artists did you listen to before you started doing music?
Oh man, you already know. Man, No Limit Soldiers, DJ Screw. He had the North. We was rocking him. I don't know if anybody told you, but we was rocking him.
Mm-hmm. Rest in
And
peace.
East Coast, you know, Nas, you know what I'm saying? West Coast, you know, Q, NWA, Too Short, you know, that's my era, you know what I'm saying? Uh, that's when I ain't gonna say music always had a good story or lesson, but it had a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Back then, music had a story to tell you. It might be about something messed up that you don't want to hear or they shouldn't be talking about, but it had a story. And that's what I miss about music. You know what I mean? I miss about music now. You know, it ain't much story playing going on.
Right. Or it's the same story over and over and over. Everybody a gangster. Everybody living like that. Everybody done this. Everybody done that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, to each his own. You know, if you're gonna make money off your craft, make money off your craft. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
with the artists, you mentioned a lot of prominent artists, right? Were they your sole influences jumping into music? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a family members that did music? You know what I'm saying? Were you just interested in the culture? How did you get into the music? You hear me?
Um, as far as what I got from other music, I mean, back then you would see the lifestyle. You know, we watch the videos and we see the nice cars and the money. And when you're young, you think that's what you're gonna get. So that's the first draw for a lot of people, but that's not a genuine draw. You should never do music just because you think you're gonna get some money. You know what I'm saying? But as far as music, it all began me freestyling with my homies. We put a beat on, you know, um, and just from freestyle, I start developing, you know, more complex wordplay, uh, more complicated sentence structure,
Mm.
and it evolved. You know, I say that artists, just about any artist will tell you when it comes to their music, as they get better, their music will also evolve and improve. So definitely, man, music is about growth. It's about
Right.
growth.
Well, speak on, you know, from then till now, right? In your opinion, what's the biggest difference or growth in your music?
The biggest difference,
Mm-hmm.
um, I think I'm more willing to network with people. As I get older, I realize that I'd rather give my resources to somebody, another artist. If I have an opportunity, like I just turned down a show out in PA.
Mm.
I like keeping people around me that I can call them, hey, I had this opportunity, I wasn't able to take it. Would you mind, you know, filling in, or is this something you interested into? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just really with me, it's just about connecting with people, man. Connecting, being open to people, being genuine, you know, being honest with the things you tell people.
Mm. So you do a lot, and you've been doing it for a long time, right? Was music and entertainment always the plan? You heard me, or did it kind of just fall in your lap?
I say if well, I started as an artist, you know, but with growth, then once the business side came, it kind of fell in my lap because it made sense because I already had a nice fan base.
Mm.
So I could bring in other artists, do a feature with them. Now they got a nice fan base.
Mm.
Okay, well I can get a group of artists. Now I got a roster of artists. I can start a company.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts. Facts.
So,
Domino effect, but the other way. You know what I'm saying? So we here now, right? And you know you work with a lot of great people, done a lot of great things. But along the way to getting here, right? You ever thought about quitting or putting a pen down, or have you ever put the pen down? If so, what made you keep going? You hear me?
oh, definitely. And I mean, a lot of artists, you know, I want y'all to know, man, don't give up. You know, even if you got to do something different in music, or maybe even take a break. But if music brings you peace, because man, truthfully, if I ain't do music some sort of way, I'll be out there wilding. You know, I had too much time to think. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, man,
Hell
definitely.
yeah. Hell yeah. So you are artist, you know what I'm saying? You are CEO and you are artist developer, right? Can you take us through how, you know, the steps, how you got into each of them and what it is like an artist developer, right? What is that? And can you take us through your transitions of, you know, an artist to a CEO to an artist developer? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I started as an artist, so I learned. I learned the bumps, the ups and downs of being an artist. It ain't easy being an artist. Shout
Mm,
out to all y'all. As being an artist, I learned what not to do. I learned all shows ain't beneficial. It's free to rock for charity. It's great to do shows for exposure, but all shows ain't necessary. From there, okay, now I got a little understanding. Now let me learn about the business aspect of it. So that was me sitting back, looking at my own career, analyzing, like I said, the mistakes, the bumps in the roads. Now I can take somebody else and be like, you know what, you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I already did that. And matter of fact, I got a better idea for you. Let's try it this way. You know what I'm saying? So that automatically brought me to the higher artist development because I had already knew, and I'm meeting beginning artists, so I'm already giving them freebie tips and everything. So I just went on and built a company around it.
what exactly is an artist development?
I take an artist from A to Z. Well, me myself, I take an artist from A to Z. Somebody could knock on my door right now and say, you know what, I want to learn about music. First thing I'm gonna say, are you registered with
Mm,
ASCAP or BMI? You know what I mean? That's the first step. I make sure their paperwork is right before we even have to get into the music. You know what I'm saying? I make sure they can be an artist first.
mm.
You know what I mean? A lot of
Wait,
people
wait,
don't.
wait, wait. What that mean, OG? That they can't be an artist? What you mean by that?
If you're not registered on paper, then are you a real artist? How you gonna collect your royalties? If you
Mm,
in the game to make money and your name ain't on no paper, ain't no agreement signed between you and the distribution company or whatever, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna get paid?
facts, facts, facts. Okay, all right. How long you been doing each of them? You know what I'm saying? And you say the artist came first. What came next? How long were you an artist before you transitioned into the next stage of the entertainment industry?
I was an artist. I'm artist probably 8, 9 years on and off, but I wasn't consistent. So that taught me one thing about the game is you gotta be consistent. I was living life, but I was enjoying myself. But yeah, so it's crazy. It's a transition.
Was
From
it a
being
hard transition from the artist? What came next? The CEO?
No, I think for a long time, and I want to touch back what you asked me earlier. I think for a time I might have said, you know what, I'm done with music. I think almost every artist experiences that. You got to keep pushing. What kept me going was I love good music. Music gave me something to do. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? It occupied my time. It was profitable, you know. And it's a great experience. But next, after the artist, I probably took a time during the artist where I was just dropping tracks. I didn't know about promotion and marketing. You know what I'm saying? At first.
mm,
By the way, I'm this close to my million streams. So, you know what I mean? Um, after that, just I could say I was more of a friend. I went from being an artist to a friend because I'm helping other artists. I'm
mm.
helping them get on. I'm giving them,
Big bro.
yep. I'm giving them my resources.
Mm,
Then after that, that's when I became the CEO because now I'm meeting people talented. I'm telling you, like talented, but they don't know where to go with it. You know what
mm.
I'm saying? They don't know how to get to the next level. And
Facts.
that's what Big Buff Records does.
Shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. So you wear a lot of different hats, you know what I'm saying? Does one get in the way of the other? Like, does the artist get in the way of you being the CEO, or you being the CEO getting away from your artist development? Or does all three get in the way of reality? If you do a lot, plus still gotta live life. Does everything coincide, or does some type of, some type of things bump heads some type of way?
As far as the music thing, the artist, CEO, that all go together. You know what I'm saying? That's like glue. But all reality, we got life. We got to live. We got other issues in life. If you got family, you wouldn't believe some of the things family will hit you with, or some of the if you got other responsibilities. So that's a great point you brought up. That's another thing an artist needs to think about.
Mm,
Are you gonna have that extra time? If they call you at 2 and say, "Hey, we need you in New York," you're gonna have to be in
mm.
New York at 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that's a great point you brought up. Salute.
Thanks, thanks. If you had to choose one, which one would you choose and why? The artist, the CEO, or the artist developer?
Artist development, artist development, because I feel like that's the most fulfilling position.
Mm-hmm.
Having a hand in somebody's success, and then at the end being able to tell them, look, I taught you what I could tell you. Here go a phone number. I want you to enter this showcase. Good luck. Call me if you need me. I'm here 24. You know what I mean? And what I do with my artists too, I'm here for advice. You know what I'm saying? I'm a free counselor anytime. Anytime. Even time sometimes I gotta deal with their personal things, but I'm still here to give an ear, because sometimes that's all we need. So somebody just listen and give an honest opinion or advice.
Facts, facts. In the streets, they say the players change, but the game stay the same. You see what I'm saying? What about the entertainment industry? You heard me from you, kind of seeing it, blossoming into it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Has anything changed about how you deal with the labels? Has anything changed about what the labels require? Or is it any, you see what I'm saying? Is it anything that somebody should know before going to a meeting with a label or a representative?
Yeah, definitely. The game has changed because it's industry ran now. I hate to put it out there like that, but it's ran by lawyers and investors. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
wow.
So for one, the artists, just make sure y'all don't want to step in there in the room and they have to be like, well, who are you? You know what I'm saying? You want to have enough buzz to almost your buzz hit them. Well, your buzz is gonna hit them before you do. Somebody gonna hip you on, and they're gonna see, hey, we might can make some money off of this guy.
Mm,
And then that's when things change. You got to make that decision. Am I willing to change my image to fit what they need, or do I want to stay what I'm doing and be independent? And that's the battle a lot of artists deal with. I just get them. I get them ready so they at least have a choice. You know what I'm saying? They can at least have a choice, have something to offer.
facts, facts. Do you have any, you know what I'm saying, no's that should have been yeses that should have been no, not really regrets, but lessons that you learned to do in a better way that you can share with us?
Well, definitely. Life is filled with regrets. Um, as far as music though, it's easy to make music, but it takes work to promote your music, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I feel like a lot of artists need to think: are they willing to dedicate themselves to the level it takes to get there? And a lot of people aren't. A lot of people don't realize it may be a night where you might can't get no sleep. You know what I'm saying? It may be a day you gotta invest $300 to get some promo done, or you may have to grease a few hands, or get in good with a few venues that's willing to let you perform or set up shows, or get good with DJs that's willing to spin your music. And don't limit yourself. A lot of people just think United States. No, think the whole world. The whole world listen to music. The whole world listen to some form of music. So never limit yourself. Never.
Mm. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned entertainment wise?
Ooh, you got to have thick skin in this music business. The better you're doing, the more people are going to know your name. What more people to know your name, the more people you got that's willing to make stories up about you. You know what I mean? The more
Mm.
people that's willing to twist and change things, and you will have some haters. You wouldn't believe it. You can have people not like you and they never met you
I
because
already
they
know.
heard something.
I know firsthand, OG. I swear. I know firsthand. You got a YouTube, OG?
Yep. That's a uphold of passion. Uphold of passion everywhere,
Let's
everywhere.
let's check out the music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, for sure,
Yep,
for
yep, yep.
sure. Oh shit, hold on. There we go. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Two Nola podcast in the group, total passion. New Orleans, Canton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. We about to check out about to check the music out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. Back.
Yeah, I'm back trying to get this lightning right.
It's all good. It's all good. So, is it anything that you haven't done music wise, you think, or have you done everything that you could do, and that's why you really are artist developer because you it's really nothing else you could do.
I surpassed all my expectations. You know, like I said, I never thought I would get nowhere near a million streams. I never thought I would end up with my own record label. Uh, it's just I way surpassed. You know, and that's one thing I do recommend. This music game does have a lot of benefits to you. You know,
Mm.
I'm able to feed my family. You know, I'm not stressing. I'm not out here begging and borrowing, and I'm in a position to where I can help others eat. And that's a great feeling.
Is it dangerous? Is the entertainment game dangerous?
Um, it depends. A lot of it is whether or not you got a short fuse. You know, because people will test you, and a
Mm.
lot of it is based on your reaction. You know, um, I learned a lot of situations it's best to ignore. You know, it's just best to ignore. It's like you know, imagine somebody like Puffy, or everything he going through.
Yeah.
If he took time to get upset about every bad meme that have been made about him. And
Right.
you know what I mean, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? He wouldn't have time to get his lawyer together and nothing. You know what I'm saying? And
Damn.
that's how it is. It's just more successful you become, the more people that know your name and the more people that might want to take a stab at you because you in a position they wanted to be in, or like I said, like we said earlier, it could be they just don't like you, never met you. Uh, and it is what it is, you know.
All day, you know what I'm saying? So from you being here, you know what I'm saying, and now you helping other people be and stay here, you know what I'm saying? Where do you see the industry in the next 10 years, you know what I'm saying?
You know, everybody is saying the industry is gonna recycle itself. You know, they say the music industry it goes in cycles. So I mean, the next what everybody's saying is we finna go back to bars. We finna go back to the wordplay. You know, I
Facts.
mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing in my opinion. You know, we could move away from the murder, the money, you know, the typical things we do, whatever. But you know, it ain't no telling, man. It really ain't no telling. I know I'm gonna have a part in that movement because I got my artist. My artist is pumping out good music. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts. I like that. Part of that movie. That's
yeah.
right. That's resound. Alright, so we gonna start with They Hating, you heard me? Let us know what this song is, you know what I'm saying? Your motivation behind it and how it came about, you heard me?
This song jumped off like instantly. Like one of my homies was like, it was a female. She hit me. She was like, you know, she was going through some things mentally. She hit me like it's a house about to get tore down on the corner. Can you please go get a picture of it? And me, I went and I said, you know what, I could do you better than a picture. I'll shoot a whole video in front of the house. So I don't know if she grew up in it or lived in it. I didn't even ask them kind of questions. So
That's
we made a
real.
video happen. That's how the video happened. Just like
Mm.
that.
That was gangster, Jeff. Salute that.
Appreciate that. They done cut the water off.
All right, so you made a video about the house, but you
That's the house in the background. Well,
situation dirty, cause the real clean. I don't need no lights. We keep red beans, chop a hole, take off, eat. They be doing drive-bys, got enough to stream. Chop a hole, take off, eat. They be doing walk-bys, depending on they speed. Chop a hole, take off, eat. You never get rich, boy, hating on my team. She hating on me like that's what's up. He hating on me like that's what's up.
Oh, word, word. No, I know who you talking about. Yeah, that's my homie from back in the day, man. Which one? Which track you got me on? You don't know them. Huh? I ain't on it. I ain't on it. Oh, man. That's what's up. They hating on me like that's what's up. Don't hit my line unless we matching blunts. I'm getting cash, I can't get enough. People steady, silent, police waiting, silent. People running miles, get their jaws wired. Situation dirty, cause the real clean. But I be playing tricks, I be hearing things. Papa on, full, take on, eat. Relationships ain't long, girl every week. I be getting cash, you be getting sleep. I be getting head like it's your best memory. She hating on me like that's what's up. He hating on me like that's what's up. They hating on me like that's what's up. Don't hit my line unless we matching blunts. I'm getting cash, I can't get enough. She hating on me like that's what's up. He hating on me like that's what's up. They hating on me like that's what's up. Don't hit my line unless we matching blunts. I'm getting cash, I can't get enough. Please take me high, these bills take me low. My kids make me smile, dollars help me grow. Situation dirty, cause the real clean. I don't need no lights, we keep red beans. Chop a hole, full, take on E. I be getting money, boy, drinks on me. People steady talking, police waiting, silent. I be blazing gas, causing force, fires. She hating on me like that's what's up. He hating on me like. Alright, man. Alright, appreciate the love. Yeah, it's all good. Camera here, man. You can see these spiders on down the tree. I don't like that, man. You actually got the dime on that girl. Blue eyes, brown skin. That's what's up. They hating on me like that's what's up. Don't hit my line unless we matching blunts. I'm getting cash, I can't get enough. She hating on me like that's what's up. He hating on me like that's what's up. They hating on me like that's what's up. Don't hit my line unless we matching blunts. I'm getting cash, I can't get enough. Can't be my city. I'm used to the crime. 5150. I'm used to these times. Can't be my city. I'm used to these lives. 5150 year rappers. That was with the.
Alright. We got life on the line. You hear me? Or you got one that you won't please?
You can. Hey, yeah. Go back two. Right there. Yep. Right. Go over one. Yep. Right there. I want to shout out Nakaso, man. He on this track with me. And yep.
All right. You said who?
My boy Nakaso and Ali Cavaness, man. They two artists right from here, and they fire. So I feel good because I'm getting to introduce them to a little bit of the South. You know what I mean?
Man, it's all great.
Appreciate you.
It's all great.
You wanna fight back? I break a bottle, make it 9-5. Be hot, stay cool. That's an ice mountain. Flow hot like the fans watching. Primitive flows tighten. Success got my feet prices rising. Bad dirty. Play in the mud. Don't have no glove. Influence the vibe. Hand me the stuff. This fool. And need a plug. So I'm good, right? Don't be the bastard on the good night. This good life. Life ain't cheap. I got a hood price. We politicking for power. To the proper position is up. Lean they follow. I get bags like I'm leaving them all. If I'm leaving they follow, I'm leaving with problems. Mic check, then I walk out. You rather that than I pull the spark out like decisions. Losing myself, I'm human and else. Mic check, then I walk out. And we don't need no clout. Ain't no winning in your big mind.
And I wanted to get big bro. Ether when mixing this indica and sativa. I got flow by the leader, take me then off for the meter. Yeah. Hey, I create what works it up all through your speakers. How real my smoke, my strands don't cost me, I got smoke for the cheapest. Man, this shit so light, I found myself in the shot and I'm in my bag without a devil. I'm direct with deposits. I emerged from a rough place, I'm destined for diamonds. Pressure applying, borderline local like Mexican rice. You can sip it and move it, stack it, ship it and move the package. Hope we gon' use the passion that's dope, so we use the addicts. I'm too up, you spending out with downtime talking. There's somebody on this beat, I be outline jogging. Nigga, pardon, but I'm way too much charge on all the fences. It's great time with thin lines, the clock thickens on a mission. I don't plan on stopping. With knowledge over money, better choose the right profit. Just watch it. Mic check, then I walk out. And we don't need no clout. And I'm winning in your big mind. And I'm winning in your big mind. Mic check, then I walk out. You rather that than I pull spark out like decisions. Sometimes take the hard route. Life a gamble with the calls out. Back against the wall, bring the gun out. Having money, bring the balls out. But that's the goal, right? I take my dreams like I got the gold light. I got the flow lights. I got the dough right. I'm champagne sipping in the bathroom sitting. Trying to go from land to riches. The road is switching, but I gotta get it. Get it, got it good. In my hood, a lot of people never would. That's a problem. Tomorrow I promise. Might check, then I walk out. You rather that than I pull spark out. Life's decisions, life decisions. I'm losing myself. I'm human at best. Might check, then I walk out. And we don't need no clout. And I'm winning in your big mind. And I'm winning in your big mind. Might check, then I walk out. And we don't need no clout. And I'm winning in your big mind. And I'm winning in your big mind.
Yeah.
Okay. 21 Racks. Hold on, we gonna go to the feast first, cause that's a video. The feast. All right, what this is, with the motivation behind it, you heard me.
This is me telling a story, man. A lot of people feel it, man. You know, I was depending on somebody. They, you know, left me there. You know, I got our daughter, and I just got to do what I got to do to survive. You know, this actually was the first video I ever shot. So, you know, that's kind of, you know, appreciate it.
Why the door locked? What you mean it's locked? Y'all let it in. You put me out. You gonna put me and our daughter out. This is a true story?
Yeah, it's a situation that occurred. You know what I'm saying?
You just gonna throw it like that, right? Okay. I'm gonna come up without you. You'll be sorry. Hey, what's up, bro, man? You know I ain't never asked you for nothing, man. I'm messed up right now. A girl that threw me out. I got a daughter. I don't know how I'm gonna eat, man. I need you. Bro, that shit ain't that, bro. You 100. You don't like with me, bro. You always know mine. I respect that, man. What you need? I just gotta get back on my feet. Just take that. Oh, you don't trust me now? No, I just don't trust you, man. Don't worry about that. Just how I did when you came. It's a real nigga.
Still my dude to this day.
Entertainment. This all entertainment purposes only, though. You know what I'm saying? All entertainment purposes. Time to harvest, time to eat. I'm tending the soil, planting my seeds. Time to harvest, time to feast. I'm tending the soil, I'm planting my seeds. Time to harvest, time to eat. I'm tending the soil, planting my seeds. Time to harvest, it's time to eat. Let me guess again, evil lies in the hearts of man. My foot change like the weather can. Movie heavy, I'm under pressure, fam. Bill collectors again. Hungry, I rhyme. I eat a rapper like it's lunchtime. Life on the line, I'm pumped up, fine, but need it. I got kids that need me, and things keep coming at me like 3D. The pistol player in the conflict like a peace treaty. Tired of the struggle, my soul sleepy. I rest easy. We make bucks cause easy, they wake up. I blaze up, trying to decide the quickest way to get my pay cut. If my city ain't that pretty, it's just where I make up. That's all we know. Get 'em. We get it again. I ain't high like my bus is kicking in. Getting in like the doors is kicking in. The right to find a cook just to bring chickens in. The system set up. More people losing, people win. People on the trust for new friends. Get my block quick to rush, I figure. No rules here, there. Go be crazy. I'm a little maybe. Trying to get my weight up like crack days in the early 80s. The streets made me. Product of my environment. But that's a different story. Tired of my people dying quick. I stay focused. And soon as the paper. I stand fine like locusts. Play at mommy. Made up true facts. And many things. They gassed up and feeling the beans. I'm masked up. We getting the screen. My whole team a guillotine. Cut your head off clean. Hits my port. Shit just testify. But never make it to court. I see no problem. Eminent domain scholar. I see tomorrow. I'm trying to follow guidelines so my kids can follow. Orders be hollow. Your expedition in like Mission Impossible. Hell yeah. Get 'em. That's all we know. Get 'em. Get 'em.
Yeah.
Is it any other areas of entertainment that you you know what I'm saying, interested in getting your feet wet in, such as, you know, acting or commercials or, you know what I'm saying, fashion or what have you?
Well, yeah. Actually, what I'm getting into this farming thing, man. You know what I mean? I'm working on a nonprofit. I'm trying to create a small farm, you know, to where I could teach, you know, the inner city children about animals. You know, they could learn, come be hands-on, interact with the animals, and just I'm trying to give back to the community.
Salute for that. Salute you for
Appreciate
that.
you, appreciate you.
So this is life, right? So this is flipping. I ain't had a break yet, but when they tell me get 'em, I'ma get 'em. So you ain't saying, the more the struggle, the deeper you in. So you ain't saying, the more the struggle, the deeper you in. Like quicksand, I hustle for a profit, making paper and sand. No more revolve around fragrance and grants. I stay fresh to glance at the bird from a bird's eye view. Don't talk a lot, watch what the words might do. And your life be cold when you can't trust the sun. But that's a different story. Gun caliber like a beer, but that's a different story. I made out to blow your brains out, rearrange the rap game and take the lanes out. I take aim before you play out, roll the fade out, I pull the gauge out. Life been a struggle, baby, mama with my word of mama. Getting money to hustle, simple instructions, stand on your own. Quit walking aggression, the cash is coming. Life been a gamble, playing double or nothing. With my back to the public like I'm running. Yeah. The more the struggle, the deeper you in. It's like quicksand, the more the struggle, the deeper you in. So quicksand, the more the struggle, the deeper you in. It's like quicksand, the more the struggle, the deeper you in. Yeah, I find a white baby in that next life. Till then, I'm written these songs, spread us a lifeline. All the glitter ain't gold and the grass look green and sometimes it's fake. Lifting heavyweight to hold my dreams up. Live on the line, transform like Oculus Prime. Heard I spit nice. You wanna test? I suggest you think twice. Life been a journey, surrounded by music and murder. I want my piece of cut like surgeons, piece of the pie. I'm an angel paranoid to fly. So I'll stay on the ground, raise my arm to the sky. I raise a long ground, my block and just ride. The more you struggle, the deeper you in. Life been a conflict, got the world on knees and hands. As bombs away, I increase my wingspan. Vietnam, all over again. Pull a riddle, your best stand, nigga, lock in hand. We all soldiers in this same trip. I cock back, blow your brains quick. Circle real small, so I keep my love tight. I dance alone like no day on prom night. OG spit just to keep that club hype.
I'm gone.
What's next for you? What you
Oh,
got coming up?
oh man, we got big shows coming on up. Big Buff Records. Usually when it get warm like this, man, that's when I really do my show promoting thing, man. Um, we got Beach City, June 29th. Let me think. Woo! I got a lightweight probably get my paper, but I know 25th I'm in Lorraine. Yeah. I definitely gotta look it up, but yeah, we got a lot going on. So that's Big Buff Records, man.
It's all good. It's all good. You heard me? We about to hit them with that They Like You. You heard me, featuring John Fire. You heard me?
I want to shout out Jetsons, my man B Tillman out in San Diego. You know, he made that happen right here. He made this happen.
Shout out, shout out.
Yeah.
What was the motivation behind that song? Like you, like they be using, they trying to see like when people be using you or something.
You're exactly dead on. You know, a lot of people got a reason why they like you. You know, a lot of feelings ain't genuine no more. Be ulterior motives and things. You know.
Facts, facts. I already knew. Life on the line. You heard me? My name's Sumner. Step outside, get a new chick. Yeah, that's nothing. Man, a monster. Feel my hunger. My city influenced my gunfire. The weed make me tired. Ain't that messed up? I'm blowing for nothing. At times we all stress. We blowing for something. Situation's scary. I'm exploring your pocket. The scale channel. My inner power. It's hopping for dollars. I got it out with me. I got a lot with me. Man, 50. I got the squad with me. Put my life on the line. Hard on the table. Never count me out. Better yet, cash me out. I do this with my eyes closed. Haters can't see. It's like a blindfold. Reload. Put my life on the line. Hard on the table. Never count me out. Better yet, cash me out. I do this with my eyes closed. Haters can't see. It's like a blindfold. Reload. Life gets hard. I feel your pain. Maintain through the stress and strain. Coast to coaster. Life goes up and down like roller coasters. In a world where the roads roll you over. The reason you go there. Mr. International, like my riches coaster. I love it like I love myself. I'm all like Pippin and Pain. But Pippin I ain't. I'm Pippin for Bang. Better get it. Venomous like a cobra. For my family, I'm a soldier. You like the music. I'm part of the movement. Ain't no proud of me. I'm proud of me. It's to the paper. I say I'm for free. Life is mental. It ain't the man, it's the effort. Get your balls up. Ain't that something? Explore your pocket. It's channel. My inner power. They poppin' for dollars. I got a lot with me. I got a lot with me. Man, I think I have the small with me. Life on the line. Hard on the table. Never count me out. Better yet, cash me out. I do this with my eyes closed. Haters can't see. It's like a blindfold. Reload. My life on the line. Hard on the table. Never count me out. Better yet, cash me out. I do this with my eyes closed. Haters can't see. It's like a blindfold. Reload. My life on the line. Hard on the table. Never count me out. Better yet, cash me out. I do this with my eyes closed. Haters can't see. It's like a blindfold. Reload. My life on the line. Hard on the table. Never count me out. Better yet, cash me out. I do this with my eyes closed. Haters can't see. It's like a blindfold. Reload.
Go.
One more, Paul. Which one?
Oh man, you I mean you can go ahead and run through it, whatever you want to see. Um, let me see.
Let's do trap music.
No, I mean, do you do that's explicit? You know what I mean? That's the old. You know what I mean? I don't,
That's cool.
okay. I don't. You know, Facebook be tripping.
What you drinking on? I got bodies in the trunk, nigga, all day long. You fuck with my fam, then you thinking wrong. Don't ask me, motherfucker, while I'm stinking home. I got in my cup, what you drinking on? I got bodies in the trunk, nigga, all day long. You fuck with my fam, then you thinking wrong. Don't ask me, motherfucker, while I'm stinking home. My 4-5 blow out your dome. You really can't be talking practice. I leave them wet like pissy mattresses. I'm so tired of these hoe ass niggas. Your mama get the hollow too. Your mama should've swallowed you. I'm so upset. I get these dog shots. Call me a vet. I don't gang bang. Nigga, we bang gangs. Sometimes I wish I ain't had no kids. I take yours when I run in your crib. I got in my cup. What you drinking on? I got bodies in the trunk. Nigga all day long. You fuck with my fam, then you thinking wrong. Don't ask me, motherfucker, while I'm stinking home. I got in my cup. What you drinking on? I got bodies in the trunk. Nigga all day long. You fuck with my fam, then you thinking wrong. Don't ask me, motherfucker, while I'm singing home. I want you home, no warning. I wanna catch everybody snoring. I want the money, I want the red rain. I want the piggy bank change. I'm hungry too. I want the ramen noodles. Don't make me shoot you, cause I heard your girl can cook too. She chefing my shit. After that, she sucking my dick. After that, I'm digging the ditch. And after that, she missing this shit. The story ended. I shoot bitches and smack niggas. I got in my cup. What you drinking on? I got bodies in the trunk. Nigga all day long. You fuck with my fam, then you thinking wrong. Don't ask me, motherfucker, while I'm stinking home. I got
cup, what you drinking on? I got bodies in the trunk, nigga, all day long. You fuck with my fam, then you're thinking wrong. Don't ask me, motherfucker, while I'm thinking home. I'm smoking on nothing but kush. Got trees by the plant, call me George Bush, fucker. I'm so upset. I take your head off your fucking neck. They won't war crime scene the size of a boxing ring. Call me De La Hoya. I keep guns like Iraqi soldiers. One shot, leave that ass in a coma. I'm popping nigga top off like I do Corona. Till the streets are sold up, I'm still a soldier. I got Gotti in my cup. What you drinking on? I got bodies in the trunk, nigga, all day long. You fuck with my fam, then you're thinking wrong. Don't ask me, motherfucker, while I'm sneaking home. I got Gotti in my cup. What you drinking on? I got bodies in the trunk, nigga, all day long. You fuck with my fam, then you're thinking wrong. Don't ask me, motherfucker, while I'm sneaking home.
Yeah.
You already know, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a pleasure. You heard me? Shout out the whole, you know what I'm saying, East Coast, Canton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Put a Passion. You heard me? Before we leave, you know what I'm saying? Hit on with your social medias, everywhere they can find your music at. You heard me? I want you to find Put a Passion for us. You heard me?
Yo, this P.NUT Passion. I'm everywhere. All you got to do, I could be Google search. I'm every platform. P.NUT Passion. That's P-O-E, the Passion. P-A-S-S-I-O-N. I mean, it's just type it in. I mean, I'm everywhere. Definitely. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Appreciate P.NUT for having me. Man, shout out Ohio to New Orleans, all love. It's all love. Definitely. Yeah. I appreciate you.
Shout out, you heard me? Shout out, like I said, shout out Canton, Ohio. Shout out Put a Passion, you heard me? And shout out the whole gang, you know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure bringing, a whole nother region to the South, and the South to a whole nother region, you know what I'm saying? I do not know why they don't want to let me go live on Facebook, but I am about to release this on Facebook right now, you know what I'm saying? Until next time, you heard me? It's P.NUT the General, to know the podcast. Keep your body clean, man. Yeah. Shout out Canton, Ohio, you heard me? Money.
From us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that damn. What you trying to say?
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want congrats. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real
I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, man, I'm